Hey guys, Clarksville Diggers. We're going to work on this homestead site for a while. I'm going to give the camp over there, I'm going to give it a break. And we're working in an area that's got a lot of briars, so got my machete. Some people say, man, you all geared up, ain't you? Well, you got to be, you know. Sometimes you don't have quick access to your cars, so you got to carry your stuff with you. What we're going to use today, I'm using my 6-inch coil. It's going to be the first time I used it on the Nox. And I've got some tight areas around there that it's a little bit cramped for the 11-inch coil. I've got it with me, and if I don't get satisfactory results on this, I'll just switch over. But we're going to use the little one today. That little 6-inch coil is kicking butt. I'm all in some briars right in here. Got an old Winchester new buck, shotgun shell head stamp, pretty old, and I got it about 4 inches. 4 to 6 inches. Got a button. Rang up about a good 15, 16. I can't quite make it out. And of all days, I forgot to bring my little brush. But it's kind of a brassy iron type of button. It's got some rust on it. It's old, I know that for sure. We got briars. I got my machete. 6-inch coil. No interference. I mean, it is rocking. I'm happy. Oh yeah, baby. 6-inch coil. It is kicking a blank. I am loving it. I'm not, unless if I really hit up against a stop, I don't get no false signals, no nothing. It is getting in there, and it is just kicking, kicking ass. About 4 inches down, I had a strong Super 17. I was really hoping that was going to be a Civil War bullet. And I had a clod, and there was a small little nail. I thought, oh man, was that it? But no, always check all your clods. And I checked again. TRX, man, I'm using that, and I've got it on the setting for the greatest, for the powerful setting, and it is stomping. Look what I got. Look at that, look at that. Look at that. Oops. Look at that go. Man, I wished I had my brush. This is a little clip, little suspender clip. I'm gonna get a stick and try to clean it up. Hot damn. Well, without my brush, this is the best I can do, but y'all can get an idea. Look at that bad boy. I had found another clip in my previous video, and everything still worked and bent. And I'm not going to try that. That's the second time I dropped that. Cool beans. Kicking it in the dirt, folks. Sweet. 20 to a 23, about 5 inches down. I cleaned it up a little. Had to use my pocket knife because I don't have my brush. I almost thought it could have been part of a fork, but I don't think so. It had a wood handle at one time. And the way the design that kind of drops in the bottom here could have been some kind of a blade, some kind of a knife. Because that looks normal, just like the bottom. Could have been some kind of a server thickness of it, I don't know. We never will know. But that's cool. Okay, we had a good solid 12 and 13. That's telling me it's in the lead category. And we dug about 6. It's 2, 4, 6, about 6 inches. I got something right here. It's right there. It's thick, it's fat. It's probably a button of some sort. I don't know yet. Oh, I wish I had my brush. We're gonna try to. Something. Let me see if I can clean this. I do got my pocket knife, and I'm gonna see if I can clean it a little bit. Well, it does look like it was elevated. This must have been the top. It looks like it got pressed down. I cannot see nothing on it. It's not a shank. It's very weird. Button up. Okay, about 6 to 8 inches deep. 14 to 15. It's just a little bit above, I think, as comfortably as my lead range. Got something down there. It's right here. It looks like it moves. It's directed that way. It could just be a piece of junk. When we get exposed, I'll come back to you. Holy snappo! That's cannonball frag. I know what cannonball frag looks like. I guarantee you. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I could be wrong. I could be eating my words. But that way was the camp. And I'm sure this way the cavalry came down. It wouldn't surprise me. They shot a couple of rounds this way. That's cannonball frag. Cool. Okay, it rang up a 14 on the Nox. We're about 8 inches deep. We're just about 4 feet to the side where that cannonball had hit. What in the world is that? It's channeled on both sides, all along the side there. Any ideas? I'm open. Solid like 19, 6 inches down. We're still in the same almost depth. That's confirming that everything else we found. I cleaned it up a little bit. Just doesn't look like, my gut feeling says this is not just an average piece of junk metal. Look at the way that was flattened on that end. It's like it could have been some kind of a tool. It's got some good heavy weight to it. Just doesn't seem like. I don't have my brush. It's just very odd with that angle and then that flatness right there. Like some personal item to somebody has something to pry, to work in. I don't know. We're gonna keep it though. About a good 15, 4 inches, a little bit shallow. I know I found a game piece a long time ago. It was a Monopoly. It was the thimble. And I know a lot of people have found. This is my first one, my first thimble. And it looks like it's flattened, and I sure don't know if I'm gonna take the chance trying to open it back up. Maybe, possibly, if I heat it a little bit, I don't know, I can. But it looks like it's the open end kind, where the finger would actually go through. And I would just use the side just to press the needle. Sweet. My first thimble. That's cool. Bam! Right near where I found that thimble, which is right here. Right over here. Horseshoe. And square nail. That's a good one. That's gonna clean up nice. Yeehaw! I'll tell you one thing, I get away and take a break from a little skirmish site, and dang, did I not step right into another one. Holy macaroni. Buckle time! Buckle time. Right near where I found the horseshoe, we found a buckle. I'm gonna clean it up just a bit. I tell you, I'm thinking, very possibly, if I find any more horseshoes, I guarantee that was horse tack. That was on a horse strap. I guarantee you that. That's horse tack. We might have had a dead horse right, cavalry horse right here. Okay, jumpy 12 and 13, pretty shallow, about 3.5, 4 inches down. One of those raised, center raised horse tack buckles. Could have been Civil War. Then again, this is a homestead in the late 1800s, so I mean it could just be just ordinary horse tack, but it's old. Boy, take it. All right, 13, 14, about 5 inches down. Yeah, almost 5 inches. I thought the day was gonna go by and I wouldn't even get a bullet today, but I did. Little mini ball. Let's clean it up a little bit. Yeah, got me a ball. My bullet collection and my little relic carry-o is really growing. I love bullets. I never get tired of them. I think this is the area where, like I said before, they were pulling some of their wounded up here. And I think in that direction where the Confederate camp was, probably a few that were lined up and probably shooting up this way. And one hitting here. Probably even trying to shoot at their wounded, who knows. People can be cruel on both sides. It's getting late. I want to try a couple more digs and I'm going to go home. Nox killed it. 6-inch coil, man. I could get in between all of those briars and stuff. And up in some areas where it was hard to put the 11-inch coil. Man, and that like got right on top of the targets. You know, we don't find a whole lot of glamorous stuff like some people, but what I like finding is things that's more personal to the individual. I mean, I do like, it'd be nice to find a whole bunch of silver and stuff, but that's just not the areas I hunt. This is trash. That could have been part of where I had found that at. Could have been part of a long tent stake. Don't know. Shotgun shell, head stamp, and another one. Almost looked like I thought that was a button for a second, but it's an old head stamp. I think it's a Winchester. Here's that thing that I keep thinking it was some kind of a tool that somebody used, maybe to pry something out. I don't know. Just my gut feeling. There's that old utensil I found closer to the chimney pile. I think that's the way it originally was. Could have been some kind of a serving knife, or these, I don't know what they are. I found 2 of them. 2 horse tack buckle. And some whatchamacallit. Cannonball frag, I know what that is. Hot diggity damn. Just cannot get away from battle sites. Horse nail. Horseshoe. Motor lead. Cool, thimble. My very first official. I was able to open it up a little bit, but you see that little crack? I didn't want to take. Don't know. First I almost thought it was a cannonball fuse. Some kind of washer like doohickey insulator was around it, which broke. It's very flat on top. There's no hole protruding through. So I don't know what that was. Button looks like it was elevated on the top and got kind of mashed down. I will get to the house and try to clean that up. Hopefully I'll have a follow-up. This was a more modern button. Probably very, 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 I don't know. Very possibly could be late 1800s. Just on the doorstep of 1900. Another little clip. When I get home, I'll get that clean. And another partial one that I had found. Round ball. That hit pretty good. Glad I at least got it. Hopefully every time I go out, I can get a bullet. Nox 600 has definitely earned its place, its status in my home among metal detectors. That is one badass. I'm sorry. That is just totally badass. She's dirty. She's gonna get cleaned up. But look at that. Lee Dowdy's probably watching right now and thinking, man, your machine is dirty. Yes, sir, it is. She's been working hard today. She's gonna get a good bath. All right, we're fixing to rock and roll and go to the house. I think I've been out here a little too long. So hunt it, dig it. All signals matter. Y'all have a blessed day. Clarksville Diggers, we're out of here.